Do you want to introduce yourself?
Is it on?
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm Renee Ariel, and you can follow me everywhere at Renee Ariel. And on YouTube, because now I have a channel.
That's why you're here. Because you're becoming a YouTuber now.
I'm a YouTuber.
That's what you should say at parties.
Yeah, that's a really popular response to what do you do. People love to hear that.
That way, like, I don't have to say I'm unemployed.
Yes. Oh, that's true, yeah.
I just don't make money on YouTube.
Right, who does
Nobody
these days?
So you were saying you wanted Renee to be here because she's your prettiest friend.
Well, that's not why I wanted her to be here, but I'm also just like really proud of myself that this is my friend.
Okay, yeah, so
I wonder if the audience saw her and was like, oh, that must be Gabby's friend.
Wow.
This is the nicest thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, well, you were saying that you were happy that you have a friend that's so pretty, and then I said she's a trophy friend.
Yes, she's my trophy friend and a true friend.
So
tell them how old you are.
I'm 24.
Sorry about that sound. There's a man on my balcony.
Yeah, so you want to give a rundown of what's going on?
They're painting the building pretty much the exact same color. I like to call it construction theater. I wanted to have Renee on the show because one, she's pretty and I wanted to show her off. And two, we've really bonded over how insane we are.
Yeah.
And I used to think that I behaved badly in relationships, and then I met Renee.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, what an introduction.
You think
I'm also single.
Okay, so we call me a detective, right? Like I can figure
You
stuff
are
out.
Alibi Raskin.
Mm-hmm. Renee is next level. Renee is...
As a detective?
Oh, yeah.
What? How?
I will find anyone. Give me their first name, give me a job they had 8 years ago. I'll find them.
She'll find them, and then if, like, let's say it's someone she's dating, she can just find out everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
What's everything? Like, what do you need to know?
Who were their exes?
You could find all of their exes.
Probably.
I mean,
if they're on social media.
Well, what we should have done is given her a name and then
Oh,
had
we
her
should
come
have
in and see what she found about them.
I mean, I could do that easily. Do you know what I did once?
What?
I met a guy in a train. I didn't get his first name. I didn't get his last name. He told me a job he had like 10 years ago.
Okay.
It was on a show, but he told me the position. I found him. I found his email. I found his phone number. I emailed him and we remained friends. He said he was impressed.
Has anyone ever been like, hey, this is too much?
No.
Looking like this buys you a lot of leeway.
You made fake Instagram accounts?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us more about that.
Okay, they're called Finstas. That's the thing. The kids use Finstas for different reasons. I found out not all of them are used for my reasons, which is to find out information.
Oh.
And like not be seen, you know? Like you're like
So
secretly...
you can like watch stories and like follow people and all this stuff from a fake account.
Yep. Oh god, I'm never gonna find a boyfriend.
You know what I've said on this channel, and I date. But I would argue that you only do this stuff when the guy makes you feel crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean I feel like I'll be fine. I'll maybe like, you know, check their Instagram, and then when I see something a little off, like if the same girl keeps commenting, you're like, but is he also dating her? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Also, there's so many trash men out there.
Yes, they're
So
all
it's
trash.
like,
You're doing a public service, I think.
yeah. I can give you all the tricks and tips. There's a website you guys can use to watch people's Instagram stories without them knowing.
What is it?
It's called storiesigg.com.
Tell us more tips and tricks.
If you want to find out more about the guy you're dating, see his tagged photos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who does he hang out with? You learn a lot about a guy through like his friends. Are his friends awful?
Does he
might be
have
awful.
friends?
I feel like people are saying that social media makes you like more like, oh, you should just go with what you're learning. You shouldn't like deep dive into their social media. But I think that you should, because that girl from The Bachelor, if she had looked at his Instagram, she wouldn't have picked him.
Oh, yes. Becca.
Becca and Garrett.
Becca and oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that wouldn't have even been a deep dive. Like just follow him and then check
Right.
the activity page for like a second.
That's what I mean.
What's the activity page?
Are you
my
serious?
God.
The big thing I do on Instagram is I'll see like when was the last time they were on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that drives you absolutely crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if they don't text you back and you're like, I'm
you
sure
were
they're
on
not
Instagram.
and then you know.
Honestly, like heterosexuality seems like a prison.
It
Yeah, right?
I'm not happy about it.
like it.
In my experience of dating men, they're all kind of up to something.
Yeah.
They're never
Yes.
not up to something.
They're either up to something or they have nothing going on.
Yeah.
And you're it.
I just mean, like, when you were talking, like, I had fucking, like, flashbacks when you were like, there's a girl commenting on his pictures all the time, and then he goes, I don't know, that's some, like, friend of a friend, I don't even know her, and then that's, like, fully his girlfriend.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? How many times has that happened? I just had, like, war flashbacks.
Yep.
So I'm polyamorous, right? So, like, I don't even ask for monogamy, and I don't care for monogamy, and I don't want monogamy, and I would say that, and then, like, they were always, even if it was like, I would be like, you can literally tell me to my face the other people you're hooking up with would love to know about it. They would still lie. They would still try to hide stuff. They would still have some secret thing going on.
This is
Like,
men.
it's never, like, it was so bananas. Like, there were so many instances where I, to their face, was like, oh, are you hooking up with that girl? She's super hot. Like, tell me more about it. Like, being completely genuine. Because, again, I've always said I'm polyamorous. I've never not been polyamorous. And then they'll go, no, I don't even know her. Who is she? What's her name? I don't know.
One of my favorite detective moves that I've ever had was I went out of town, and my boyfriend at the time, when I like found out the next day that he like basically like had gone on a date with this girl, but like it wasn't a date because like she had a boyfriend and we were together, but like they like went downtown together and like went out and like whatever, and I had never even heard of her before, and I thought that was really weird, and I got weirded. I was like weird about it, and he made me feel so stupid. And he made me feel like I was being so dumb for being jealous, and it was just his friend, like, chill out. And I was like, okay, fine. Then, like, 2 months later, for whatever reason, I saw a photo of her, and I knew that he'd slept with her.
Just from looking
Just from
at
her
the
photo,
picture?
because I knew he was exactly her type, and I knew that they fucking slept together.
Yeah.
And I texted him and was like, did you sleep with this girl? And he was like, well, but just in college.
Do you remember, Allison, I told you this. So I went to the Rockwell Theater and I picked up a hot server.
Great.
Like I give him my Instagram handle. He followed me. He DM'd me and I'm like, oh yeah. And then I go to his page and it takes 2 seconds to find out he has a girlfriend. Like a serious girlfriend. And I'm like, what is wrong with men?
I was always in awe of how easily caught they were. Always.
Yeah.
Like I would be like, are you trying to get caught? Like, I don't understand. Like, it would be so, oh my God, I still have one of the best text exchanges ever where it was like, when he who shall not be named met up with a friend of mine in New York and then texted me and was like, oh, I actually just got drinks with a friend of yours, to try to cover his tracks. Like, oh, fuck, she knows this girl. So she was like, oh, I just got drinks with a friend of yours, like small world. And I was like, oh, cool. And then like months later or something, she said something to me about like, oh, that we're both hooking up with him. And I was like, what? And then I said that night, he jokingly, but whatever. He was like, oh yeah, I just saw your friend. Like, we just got drinks, small world. And I was like, do you guys make out? And he was like, haha, no, come on, that's crazy. And I was like, did you guys, oh no, I said,
I know this
oh, here's
story.
what happened.
I'm still like,
Here's the technicality. I said, did y'all fuck? And he went, haha, no, my God, you're being crazy. Then when I confronted him about it a couple months later, I was like, that night in New York, like, I asked if you fucked her, and I was like completely fine. If you had said yes, it would have been completely fine. And he was like, you said, did I sleep with her? And I didn't. We did other things. So he was like, you asked if we had sex. You didn't ask if anything else happened. And I was like, and then there were like, oh, and then there was another time with that same dude where I said, were you, after we had slept together and you left, I went to sleep in your bed, you left and were texting with this other girl in New Zealand for like when I was in your bed. And he was like, we were just talking. We're friends. Like, she lives in New Zealand. I have to talk to her late at night. And I was like, okay. And then I said, well, and she had sent me the text. So she sent me the text where he was like, when are you ever going to come to the US? And then I said, I have the text. You're asking her to come to the US when I'm in your bed. And he was like,
oh my God,
that's just like friends. And then he was like, oh, you take that as flirting? And I was like, what is happening?
So my question is, that's gaslighting, right?
It's
Yes.
completely
Okay,
that's
gaslighting.
I've never totally understood that term until right now.
This one particular person, all you had to do was go through who he followed on Instagram, and you could be like, that's a girl he's sleeping with, that's a girl he's sleeping with, that's a girl he's sleeping with. You could literally pick them out.
Well, I don't even need technology. I just have my gut.
How you know?
I saw that girl and I was like, oh, he had sex with her. And then with my another ex, I was like really worried about this one girl, and like he was like nothing, like whatever. And then the moment we broke up, he dated her for 2 years.
Right. Not to speak up again for polyamory, but I don't understand the lying. Like I don't understand, like, you know what I mean? Why lie?
They all lie.
Okay, so in the first instance, I don't get it, the lie.
Right. Just say the truth.
But it is tricky if it like I mean I've come to your side where like if you do develop feelings for someone else while you're in a relationship, like I think maybe you can discuss it with your partner, and you probably should. But I think that there is this big fear that you can't, and that you have to pretend like you're not attracted to other people. I think the healthiest is when like you can be like with your partner like, oh, that person's so hot, right?
Right.
That's the most fun. Because then it doesn't feel like they're then like doing things behind your back because they're being more
They're
upfront
being
to
honest.
you. Yeah.
When they're like, I'm not attracted to anyone else besides you, you're like, that doesn't
lying.
happen.
I think media, hear me out, has made men think that they have to say these things from like rom-coms, you know what I mean? They have to like see, because with this particular dude, I mean, he's an asshole, but I also think he thought that he had to be this over-the-top romantic, like, so, but he was doing it to every girl, but it was this over-the-top sort of like, you're the one, you're this, you're that. And I think they think that they have to like act like they've never even thought of another girl because that's how you treat a girlfriend or whatever.
Sometimes the nicest things people have said to me, I'm like, I don't believe this at all.
Exactly.
It's too much. I'm like, it's not real. Or like, you think this is what you should be saying.
Like when someone has too much game, then in my head, they're automatically a player. I was told on a first date, if someone isn't nervous, you shouldn't trust them.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I'm not nervous on first dates.
Yeah, no one trusts you.
No.
Yeah.
It's always interesting. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Whatever. And because I've dated men and women.
What?
And I think, and the ways that men have contorted themselves to like do weird, shady, cheaty stuff, women have done dumb and shitty things, but it's never on the level that men like it's always like a woman did one thing weird and we're like, whoa, that's so crazy, but it's never like to the level of like what the guy did.
Ever. Can we talk about Tristan Thompson and like how dumb his cheating was?
Right.
He was
Khloe Kardashian's
Chloe's ex,
Oh,
possibly.
yeah.
He got caught cheating on her not once but twice.
Right.
And like it was on video.
Right.
Like go home.
I don't know. Just in my experience, like it'll be like, wow, that girl was really weird. She did one really weird thing. This
Yeah,
like
like, you
relationship
can't- yeah,
didn't
like,
go well. Versus like what happened to end like my relationship with a woman. Like, oh, she did a couple really like weird things, so like the relationship's over. Versus like, oh, how did your relationship with that guy end? Well, he punched a wall over my head, or actually he was seeing 11 other women, or like, do you know what I mean? Like it's never comparable.
I think because like we don't ascribe the word crazy to men enough.
Enough. Not nearly
And
enough.
they're crazy.
They're out of their mind. The last guy I dated, I was made to feel insane. You know all about this. So we dated for like a year, and it was very off and on. I was crazy about him. He was crazy about me. So I like overlooked so much.
Sure.
Including the fact his ex-girlfriend of like 8 years kept a profile picture of them together.
Oh no! That's her.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, she just loves him so much she couldn't let go. And he told me that. He's like, oh yeah, she just like really, you know, like it's really hard for her to let go of me. I, again, with extensive research, because you get to a point where you start losing your mind, I had found out because I knew he was home. Like he's like from the East Coast. And I found out, and she was from the East Coast.
This is a horror movie. Please go
He
on.
was on the East Coast.
No.
And I stalked her and I found out she went to a wedding. And without even seeing a photo of him, I knew he wasn't texting a lot during that time. I knew he went to the wedding with her. That it was a gut
she
feeling.
was right.
Of course.
He went to a wedding with his
her.
ex-girlfriend and did not tell her. That's crazy.
so crazy. And here's the real lesson to anyone of all genders: trust your gut.
Yes,
Your
yes.
gut is right.
And check Instagram a lot.
A lot.
It is true. Your gut's always right.
No, I've been really wrong. It's like, I'm sorry, but if you haven't had sex with someone, you're not just friends.
No.
Unless
No.
you're lesbians and then you are best friends.